There is only one way to view this ship. You must look up at its majesty. This is the might of the Tal Shiar and the Romulan Star Empire. Yeah, but all jokes aside, the Pterodex is quite the imposing ship, all things considered. Greetings, Jolantru, and welcome to Shadowstar for this legendary Starship visual review of the Unity Pterodex variant, the legendary Pterodex Miracle Worker Warbird battle cruiser, I think it was. Well, I'm not really sure if this ship falls properly into the battle cruiser reign of things. It definitely is one of the most intimidating and enduring cruisers in the game. There is a lot I could say about this, and in the visual review it's going to have some comments made, especially considering this is a more screen accurate version of the Pterodex, minus the Unity part on it. And to be even more prominent to say, it gives me a chance to talk about the Pterodex as a ship itself, so I'm going to really enjoy this one. With that being said, this visual review will take place in 3 main parts. First of all, we'll take a quick look at her customization options, what there is of them. Second of all, we'll then take a look at her finer detailing with demo record. Haha, I don't have to look up at you all the time to get a good view of the entire ship. And finally, we'll take a look at vanity shield options on her, just to see what we get. With that being noted, well, shall we begin? Okay, so I could talk for a really long time here. A really long time. And there were a couple of things I feel must be brought up now, so let's do it. Change the lighting a little bit, show her in space. We have the Unity here, with some beautiful texture updates, but I'll get into that. Notes to be made. Upon updating the Pterodex itself, that is the Pterodex in game, but the Pterodex Republic has also been added, which is just changing the head badge. Again, that is modified down here. When you customize the head, you can choose either the Pterodex or the Pterodex Romulan Republic. You then also notice that you have the Derufra and the Dekrella. 2 interesting ships. Definitely one of my favourites. Definitely one of my favourites to kit bash with. Literally. Hang on. No. Yep, there's one of my favourite variants of the ship. I think I was flying it like, where's it gone? Flying it like this for a while. When I was doing my Republic series, I absolutely adored this look. But then I also don't mind swapping out and going Uno. Oh, that was just it, doesn't it? Yeah, I take the Derufra, but I put the Pterodex in the sails on. I think it looks pretty good like that. So yeah, bite me. I still think she's a pretty good looking ship. Again, for a long time, veteran hull, because I really like having white hulls. It's just me. Has anyone noticed anything that may be changing? I'll give you a hint. Here's Gamma. Lovely, lovely look we got for the ship. And it has Type 0B. Not to be confused with Type 0, which is available on basically all of them, I do believe. Yep. Looking quite interesting. Whiting it out is basically aged. It's the aged hull plating that you got for the Talis. And it's not a bad look on the ship, I will admit, but there is also a thing to note. Type 0B cannot be used if you use any components that are not Dideridex. So if you use Deritra or Ducella components, you'll lose the ability to use Type 0B. But you'll also lose the ability to use Dideridex Unity, Dideridex Gamma, Dideridex Beta, and Dideridex Unity. And that ticks me off, if I'm honest. That ticks me off a lot. You didn't take the time to allow that to be transferred to these. I understand Unity. Unity makes sense because it's a special badge designed to be on the actual ship itself. But Cryptic, you were lazy enough. You weren't lazy because you've had to remodel the ship, but you were lazy enough not really give a unique new design aesthetic like you did with the Adapted, even though you updated the texturing and model of the scimitar itself. I feel like you just dropped the ball on this one. Pretty badly, actually. Considering we still have Ronodonier. We've got the Snakehead added to this one, so you did take the time to add Snakehead availability to all models. Tillis refit to all models, Tarvo to all models. Why? What stopped you from doing the last part? It's like you suddenly got distracted. Do you have ADHD like me? They must have ADHD too! It's a pest and a bug, but it's not necessarily a big thing. Now I do want to give a shout out quickly to Captain Razor, also known as Captain Chris Redfield in Star Trek Online itself. Question, Chris Redfield, happen to be a Resident Evil fan much? The Borg must fucking be terrified of you. But no, Chris Redfield, he gave a little shout to me and went, have you seen the Delta Hole, the blue hole? I had not. I'd taken a look around, I had seen Gamma, but I did not pay enough attention for Delta, and I didn't realise that we've got this beautiful blue, kind of a navy blue, but blue hole that really pops on this ship. And I like the red winglets, the red wings, and the fact that they've done that. You can see what they've done there is specifically not meant to be there. You can just remove the pattern and be gone with it. But it added a little question to me. Oh, hole, want it, yunk. Yeah, it added a teeny tiny question to me. What colour is that hole? Can we match these up? Come on. Well, I at least managed to figure one of them out. Hello! This time, all the paint job patterns are still in place, and I found out that it's N10 for the blue. The fact they did that. The fact they did something that subtle. Do you know, I like it. I like it a lot, and I would very honestly, happily fly this ship around with the modest markings that she's currently got on her. I kind of wish the Romulan Republic went for the blue. If not the blue, went for Gamma. But did something like, hang on. I knew I should have set this one up. Can't quite get the green I'm looking for. This is not the green you're looking for. There it is. Yoink. Something like that. But it looks really nice. I really appreciated it. It gives you that feel like they've stepped away from the Romulan Star Empire, but they still remember that they are Romulan. And the green is part of the Romulan aesthetic. For some reason. Must be the green blood. Oh no, that didn't work as well as I thought that was going to. I thought that was just going to turn out to be really beautiful, but no. Okay, let's go to the finer detailing at long last, shall we? Oh, she's a beautiful vessel. The Pterodex is looking at me. She's not very happy. Wait, what? Hang on. No, I hear it. Oh, she's turned her back on me. I'm sorry, Pterodex. I'm sorry, you're just not the Galaxy class. Even if you are a lot more imposing, you're just not the Galaxy class. You know, funny enough, if I ponder around and think about it, the Pterodex is one of those ships where I didn't think very highly of her at first. And I don't mean in game, I mean when I first saw her in Star Trek Next Generation. That first time she decloaked and she's above the Galaxy class, looking all menacing, intimidating, twice the size of the flagship of the Starfleet and the Federation. It's a real show of Romulan supremacy, and yet my first reaction was, huh, what are you making up for? Come on, are you compensating? I'm so sorry that you feel like you have to be ginormous with a massive empty vacuum in order to be imposing. Bearing in mind I was a kid, half of my brain didn't realise what I was thinking. I will say this though. Do you think the Sovereign can fly through there? In game, the Sovereign might be able to. I certainly know the Tier 5 Sovereign's refit, was it the Regent class? It sort of is the right size that if the models were allowed to slip through each other, it would be able to fly through. But that's not the point here, is it? The point here is the fact that this is the Pterodex Unity. She's beautiful. The textures have been heavily upgraded. With around the helmet, if you look carefully there, well, don't have to look carefully, I can get in close enough that you can see it. They've actually, this all used to be a smooth flat texture that they used a little CGI magic, texturing magic, to make it look like it was three-dimensional. Yes, the lighting effects for the windows are a little bit standoffish, literally. For anyone looking close enough, you bastard, you will be able to see that. There you go. But I don't really think that's a problem, because the way the rest of the texturing is in place here, it works really well. And one of my favourite points that they've updated is the actual deflector slash torpedo emitter, and as you can see, it is now a dish on the front of the ship. It's not a torpedo tube anymore, even though in the show it sometimes gets used as a torpedo tube. It is now a straight up dish, which I appreciate a lot. Now, admittedly, the show even uses it as torpedo tube. Sorry, the game even uses it as torpedo tubes, I've noticed, because I don't think torpedoes fire from here. Which, if I recall a Trek Yards video, did they mention that was supposed to be the torpedo points? And it's supposed to be terrifying, and that it looks like it's got lots of torpedo points to fire quickly. But at the same time, I can understand, because the Romulans fire this plasma projectile. This could easily be a dish that generates the plasma energy in the middle and then uses some kind of shearing force or repulsor to push that plasma ball forwards. Hence, plasma torpedo. At the same time, we have these beautiful little dots around the ship. Un, dos, tres. Yeah, let's go through the neck a bit. Cuatro. On the front of the ship as well, in interesting places. Almost looks like eyes on the ship, if you ask me. Anyone else ever feel like it looks like this ship has eyes because of those? Go on top, you got two near the center forward in beautiful positioning, which I would love to explain. Two at the back, two on the tail, either side, and two at the base. Now, if I'm right, there's also supposed to be... Oh, no, wait, yeah, they're at the very far forward. And, yeah, these are weapons nodes. The best thing about them all being weapons nodes is... Well, first of all, you can understand why Cryptic kept this ship as a 4-4. This ship is very much set up for facing its enemy side on. And although technically she's got a massive weak spot inside here, because if you flew in here, you're in a lot of trouble. What is stopping the Romulans from having inside here? I mean, look, you got all these little pins and emplacements. Lots of tractor nodes that not only just set tractor beams on your enemy ships that try to fly through the middle of it, but when they grab it, drain all its power so it can't even fight back. So now it's trapped. Could you imagine being escorted within a Pterodactyl's void space back to the Romulan homeworld in your ship, completely drained of power? You're helpless. That would be such an intimidating feel. I think I've just made the Pterodactyl feel even more scary and imposing to me. Whew. Why didn't we ever get to see it do that? It would have been funny that they missed the opportunity with Deep Space Nine. They could have done it to the blasted Defiant. Then again, I think everyone would have been really, really pissed if the Defiant got caught in that kind of situation. That being said, next thing I want to talk about, away from weapons nodes and possible defenses within that central area that have been detailed in, we'll notice teeny tiny vents throughout the ship. One of them up there. Because of the size of this ship, I kind of feel like that might be a shuttle door, and they just lower the shuttle in and launch. Because we know Romulans aren't... Thank you! Romulans are the types to use shuttles and small runabout craft, but there isn't really anywhere on the Pterodactyl which, to me, stands out as a emplacement for them. And that disappoints me. It's the one thing I would have hoped... I know they wanted to make it screen accurate, but it's the one thing I would have liked them to take a little bit of creative liberty with and just add it in. I mean, you literally could have done it by adding a door there at the bottom of the head. And then we could just say there's a large area at the bottom of the head that acts as hangar space. I mean, come on, we all know. Oggy's even mentioned this. This is where all the dirt crewmen go. If you're absolutely crap, you're at the ass of the ship. You're in the bit that gets wagged about. I mean, how disappointing would it be to be all the way back here? You're all on your own as well. Okay, you're not all on your own. It's clearly there will be decks going from the top of the ship if there isn't any at the bottom. But that is still such a gut-wrenching place to be. I can't remember who it was who modelled and designed the Pterodactyl, but you are so dark and cruel to the Romulans. All this void space that could have been utilised really efficiently. And having this, like, the ass crew zone. Okay. Nasty. You know it isn't nasty though. Bit of finer detailing that I really appreciate. Now, it's replicated in more than one spot. So I do believe this is basically a hatch door rather than a vent or anything. But you've got right next to the nacelles facade collector here, which I'm going to just say right now with the updated texture, looks freaking beautiful. But we've got this interesting hatch door, which does have a beacon light on it. And it's down here too. So I'm wondering if these aren't places that allow for docking, even though they're not really in spots which you'd expect for docking. That, or they're places which they can literally vent or extract things from quickly. But I would like to know what you guys think they are. They're definitely detailed enough to be something functional, but I'm not sure what they would be. Now, let's go into something that really has always impressed me about the Pterodactyl. Something that I think the Unity has helped them highlight beautifully. And at the same time, it's always been highlighted, so it's one of the reasons why the Daedalus nacelles are my favourite. The Romulans are not the type to forget about defense. Yes, they like to be an imposing threat, but they understand that without defense, they won't last very long. This ship is set up with its nacelles in a spectacular fashion, with a brilliant line of sight, warp coil grid that looks absolutely amazing on the inside there, and the outsides have this beautiful smooth texturing at the back, vent platings here which says to me these burst open to eject plasma from if you are in an emergency situation. But they also say to me this kind of texturing tells me that it's shielded. These nacelles are very well protected. This ship can always go to warp, and I would have said even in the hardest fought battles with excessive damage throughout this entire ship, I've always had this feeling that this ship will always still be able to engage its warp. Cloaking systems offline, life support is offline, weapons offline, shields offline, massive hull breaches throughout the ship, warp can still be engaged. I'm not saying the Romulans want to run. By all means, I am not saying the Romulans are the type to run from a fight. What I am saying is they are the type to recognise that being able to leave on a moment's notice can be vitally important. Now, before we talk about the pattern on the ship, which is kind of a grief point of mine, one last thing to bring up, and it's on the head. This is more of a discussion thing. I want you guys to debate with me. What is the function of the head of this ship? It's commonly said that the bridge is in the head. And with all of these decks, and what must be thousands of Romulans on this ship, because it's got a huge amount of internal volume here in the front, through the lower neck, through the upper neck and into the spine of the ship and at the back. But I've always sort of chipped on the idea of you've got engineering and the military groups that keep the ship flying at the back here, and you'd have the living quarters back here too. And at the front here, you have the ones that they have more higher distinguished. And you'd also have your ground soldiers, foot soldiers, whatever you're going to call them. But you'd also have special task force areas in here. And I'm talking about your interrogator is up here. And your interrogator has his special room up here with a special viewpoint. Your chief researcher is up here, and there'll be a research lab in the front of this ship. And that's kind of what I think these odd sections which aren't smooth to the rest of the ship but bulk away. I've always sort of argued like the top one here, that's your interrogator zone. All your torturers and interrogators are up there and they're like, we get to have some fun today, we've got a new Federation prisoner. Yeah. We caught a founder. Oh, this is going to be fun burning him alive. Then you got below it, you've got your weapons researchers and Borg researchers. They're tinkering away and playing away. Having that little bit of fun. Because the guy's got this new Borg node and they're not quite sure what it does yet. Getting lower, where it's darker, you got your Tal Shiar. They're all in there. With no windows. That's the Tal Shiar. They're all sitting there like, it's going to be our next move. Jerfface, nice to see you as well. You fucking asshole. Now, debate with me. How is the front of this ship functioning? It's too big and too much volume. I don't think you're going to find engineering in the front. So I really want to know from you guys what you think the front is utilised for. Final thing, which I've been really holding off doing because I don't want to do. Right. Now, I do like how the pattern is like a spread wing. It's a star, like a spread wing, on the Unity. It takes over what I'm assume is where the natural engineering is and where the singularity is. I've always assumed it's in the back of the upper neck, beginning of the spine, even though I just said that it would be down the tail, yes. I know, it's just, hear me out here. I've always assumed it'd be somewhere around here. I've always assumed all these random plates that have a weird sort of semicircle-esque square shape going to them. Those are escape pods. My argument was also often that this little cutaway at the front here, that was, if it's not the torpedo launcher, then that is where the bridge actually is hiding. But this red stripe, which looks good on the front of the ship, I will admit, on towards the back, I understand why they've gone for the aesthetic choice they've gone with. The star out, it's the star of the Romulans spread like wings. Beautiful idea. Really good idea. I'm just not entirely sure where the red came from, other than they've kind of used red before, but that was actually more someone else, so I'm not sure if red was the right colour to go for with the Unity pattern. And secondly, honestly, I feel like they wanted a cheap, easy option to get the variant of the Garakstails that they could put as a legendary. When doing so, they've pointed out quite badly that, well, what they could have done is kept that red going straight down the spine, not stretching out like it does, following the main area here, rather than also the outer parts of the upper neck and then splaying out. It could have followed down the spine in the bit that I've just pointed out in the middle, down almost like a diamond shape, going down to the tail, stopping at the tail, and then you could have used the wings feathers that it's already got, made them red, and it would look so much better. Do you see it yet? All I did was paint the wings. Now the underside looks better, and the upper side doesn't look quite right. But that's the point I wanted to make. It's the wing plates just did it better. I'm using Andromeda at the moment. Taking advantage of the Garakstails on this, and yeah, I'm sorry, it's just, yeah, Gamma kind of proves it as well, on its own. Their idea was great because it's put the paint across the rest of the ship, but there's other ways you could put it on the head as well, and that's not going to help it much at all. I'm trying to remember which one it was right now. Other than Corvus. Again, Corvus doesn't really do what I'm expecting it to do. It was a disappointment. But now we've got a question I need to ask. It's kind of an important question. Which hull am I going to use to look at the Vanity Shields with? Because Unity's pattern could very easily interfere with that. As this is under the Garakstails itself, we'll focus on just the Republic Garakstails. Let's go Vanity Shield time. Well, I kind of feel like I'm being intimidated here. Hey, it's my favourite Romulan. Oh, one of my favourite Romulan ships. Yeah, that was a thing. So, let us begin, shall we? I should have all my options in here. Alliance. Yeah. There's a bit of a rainbow grid pattern there on the actual wings of the Republic flag. Well, the wings look great on this ship, and the rainbow effect that's around it, giving them sort of outline. That's pretty cool too. I'll give it that. Not a bad look for her. Next we have the Bayul, a common favourite. I mean, when the light hits it, it looks pretty good in those spots, but otherwise, a little too dark in my opinion. I do, however, like the warp coils and the armoured, the way it's sort of giving an outer warp coil to it. Bit of a different touch. Borg Vanity Shield, here for simulated and joining the cooperative. And you know what? Unlike the Scimitar, she's looking fundamentally gorgeous. Strike me hot and punch me hard, as this looks like a great, absolutely great ship. I like the cooperative touch. Next up, Discovery Refit Vanity Shield. My least favourite of them. The wings look good. The actual hull looks good, but well, the whole texturing, I mean, but the coloration, the reflector looks okay. Well, coils look good. It's, for me, it's the coloration. Looks like someone's it looks like someone's beaten up an apple and it's got all bruised. Well, on the Romulan ships doesn't tend to look so great. Discovery Vanity Shield. Taking a lighter approach to this may be better. Ooh, the darker hull plates look great. And the sails look pretty good. I'm not entirely sure about the way the facade imaging is put in with it, but they still look good. And it's kind of subtle, but I like it. It's only a moderate improvement though over the refit look. Emperor's Vanity Shield. Now that is not a moderate improvement, that is good. In the heat of the moment. Oh, I'm definitely a fan of this. I just noticed that the warp coil and the impulse glow effect or stream effect from the back is actually merged together. Looking pretty good with this Vanity Shield actually. Yeah. Still need to give this ship impulse engines, don't we? Oh dear. Feklari Vanity Shield. Oh, I was really... Did I just accidentally cloak? God damn. I was really hoping the rusty wood paneling would be on the wings. If the wings were highlighted by that red, it would have looked amazing. I think it's on the inside there. Get out of my way. Can't really see it, no. Oh, there is a little bit on the inside there, isn't there? You can see it on there. But it's in more of the subtler spots, and this is one time they could have done with more rather than less. Wondering how that's going to play out for the Riemann prototype, I mean. The sails look pretty good though. It just looks like an old clunker at this point. She's an old clunker of a ship, but she's massive. I didn't say she was weak. Ferengi vanity shield. Oh my lord. They made this plates on this ship made out of latinum. Look at that. If it wasn't for the Ferengi aesthetic in general, I would have said that this isn't okay. But this actually suits the ship. God, it almost makes me wonder what happened if the Romulans and the Ferengi actually started working together. Now that would be terrifying. Herc vanity shields. Ooh, bug light. Oh, yes! That's exactly what I was hoping for. That looks beautiful. Look at those wings. Exactly what I was hoping for. Sort of hive glow areas. Just as nice. The whole nacelles look great. Oh, this is my favourite look. Funny to say. When the Herc gets to win, hey? Not very often I give the Herc it. Probably definitely not going to get it. Kelvin Divergence vanity shields. I mean, for some reason, I very much got a Star Destroyer vibe instantaneously looking at that. And you'd thought that would be more the Vorgon carrier, which is my favourite science carrier. I guess it's okay. Kind of saved by the shape and the format of the ship. Medical vanity shield. Now, actually, I can see this ship being a medical ship. If the Romulan Empire were different... Well, this is the Republic version. Look at that. So, yeah, I could easily see this as a medical ship for the Romulan Republic. It can fly in and say there's a entire colony that's gotten seriously plagued by some unknown pathogen or virus. You can see the ship whooping in and be like, yep, we're here to help you. Also, I kind of like how the Bassard Collectors and the red stripes line up there. Almost a bit too perfect. Gives it a fang look on the nacelles. It's a good look. It is a good look for the ship. Not the best it's had, but I like it. Also, deflector looking like deflector. And incoming next, platinum. If it doesn't do the wings, I'm going to be peed. Kinda wish that inner body segment there was black as well. Actually make it look like there's a bird underneath it, or paint from the lower section. Same for the upper bit. Continue the black for that part. It's just missing a bit. Otherwise, this is a really nice look. And the highlighted glow neons are too over the top in my opinion, as they're just sort of acting as a highlight to the black aesthetics, for the most part. Section 31, come on. Save me for the black ones. Oh, you are gorgeous. Even the wings look intimidating on this variant. It's the Tal Shiar if they were the Section 31. Or stupidest Section 31. Yeah, let's have our own ships that really stand out from the rest. Oh crap, right, the Tal Shiar did do that. Mind you, so did the Sitting Order, and certain elements of the Cardassian militant. Zenkefi! You look good on the scimitar. Okay, this just makes it look like it's been burning for a while. You know wood when it's been burning and it's now the fire's out and it's just the embers burning underneath the surface. That's what this looks like. I gotta say, the underside does have a interesting feel to it, but not keen. Not even remotely keen on that one. Jerfface, you must not look bad. You are not allowed. Oh, much like with the scimitar, that very quickly grabbed the top position. And then dropped it. And then dropped it because of the wings. Oh, come on! The green paneling looks fine, but the way they stand out against each other there... I mean, I guess it's okay. It's more the underside bit that I think looks a bit out of place. Like, why is the tips randomly darker than the rest? Jerfface, you had such big potential, and you just dropped the ball on this one. Next up. Oh, we are assimilating. We know where this goes naturally, so let's assimilate the ship. Well, that looks about right. I guess we know that the impulse engine is there in the nacelle. Okay. Kinda doesn't feel like it fits there, but at the same time kinda does. Also, it's the first time those are opposite each other. Literally opposite each other. And it's been placed in such a way that it feels like it belongs there. Kinda wish it was on the opposite one as well now. Hey, but the ball don't do symmetry. The ball don't do symmetry. Cube, sphere, diamond, probe. The ball don't do symmetry. Interesting look, but now we're on to Bajoran. And seeing a Bajoran Romulan ship just reminds me of a person that trolled me. If you haven't seen the video, it's either not up this second, or it's gonna be up. I did a couple of shorts. They're not very big videos, but they're fun. No, I don't like that one at all, if I'm honest. Counter Command Covariant Shield. Tron gone mad. I know I said it wasn't such a problem with Platinum, but on this one it's a problem. It's a problem. Get out of my face. I do not want to see that any longer. Delta Alliance Unimatrix. Now this one could be good. Ooh, yes, I do like the gold stripe round there. That looks really good. Deflect is interesting. Now, I'm a little bit peeved at the warp coils. They have the glowing issue. However, every other element of the ship in this occasion fixes that issue in my head. As a result, I'm not bothered. As a result, I like it. Not one of my tops, but I do like it. Okay. Dyson Regenerative Shield Array. Now this one should have a good chance to look really good in the ship. I absolutely applaud what this has done. It left the Deridex hull plating in the perfect spot. Oh Lord, this is my favorite. This is it. This is the one. This is gorgeous. Number 1 hole already found. Perfect. Iconian resistance. You just can't do anything now, Iconian. I'm not even disappointed. I do find it funny how limited you are, since you're kept to mostly pinstriping. What is it? The Romulans hate the Iconians that much that, unlike most other ships, you barely get any Iconian pattern on this one. Lucari. Ooh, this should be interesting. Worldtron! Yeah, we got the Tron birds. Even on top, we got the Tron birds. Now that's what I'm talking about. Bit weird that I'm saying pinstriping is what's making this so good, but yeah, actually the pinstriping is what makes that one so good. Mega resilient shields. Oh. Immediately Dyson gets booted. That looks so much better. Deflector's interesting. I love the grating. The metallic plates look beautiful in this ship. Mako has literally just booted Dyson off. I'll keep with the green actually. Green hull for this one. Next up, Lucara crystalline resilient shields. Another really good one. I love how the deflector is just like, I'm a BD Cyclops. Fear me. I fire Tetrion torpedoes at you, not plasma. Ship, I was going to say Folian's built this ship, I'd be expecting Tricobalt devices, if I'm honest. Woo! Over the top Folian power! Looks kind of good. I'll give it that. It looks kind of good. Prevailing. Ooh. I'm not sure how this is going to look. Prevailing. With the wings. Romulan advanced prototype. It's funny. You can see where it's placed its hull texture on over the top of the Deredex's hull. Which one has got the better texture? And which one is really outdated? Romulan advanced prototype, you lost miserably with this one. I'm not even going to give you another second. You're as bad as, yeah, prevailing. Temporal defense. Oh my word, the lower neck is covered in rainbow. Actually, it's got a full. It's like rainbow vomit has come out all over it. Not necessarily a bad thing, but in this situation, it's a bad thing in my opinion. It's a bad thing in my opinion. Yo, blasted ship and I wanna go home. Cause I don't want any more fish. Hey, at least I looked at it a bit longer than the other ones. Okay, finally back to something nice. Terran Task Force. What did I say again? What did I say? Oh, No. Terran Task Force is not allowed to be a bad hole. It's supposed to be really nice and really aesthetically pleasing. Oh, I am so disappointed with this one. Very, very disappointed with this one. Cryptic. Fine, Cryptic, you suck. Headline. Trash can. Trash can would probably help with the assimilated look, but at the same time, it's still utterly terrible on anything that isn't green. And as a result, I absolutely hate it. Get out of my face. Jem'Hadar, save us, please, Jem'Hadar. I didn't get the save of Terran Task Force that I wanted. Jem'Hadar, very dated, very old now. Jem'Hadar, very nice. Not my favourite, but very, very nice. Actually, no, that's a lie. This is my favourite. This is my number one hole right now. This has become the number one. I want a Polar One build now. It's not fair. Oh my god, can you imagine? They did temporarily. No, they weren't actually allied. Finally, Reman Advanced Prototype. One Romulan ship. This should look alright. I'm actually disappointed. Deeply unexpected. I was expecting the wings to have the honeycomb pattern on. Not it to be in these little veins there and underneath it. Well, I am greatly disappointed. It just ended up being a massive chrome ship. I hate it. Wait, why am I've been hating on the Reman one a lot recently. That's a bit weird. Normally I love it. Ah, much better. The Pter-Dex in her magnificent glory. Let's be fair, she is a beautiful ship. There is no denying this. And if you do deny it, well then, you've not faced it. I personally really do like the work that Cryptic had done with the Pter-Dex to update it to be more screen accurate. Honestly, I think there's still a couple of things that seem a bit out of place. However, considering they've had to adapt from a model really, I'd say they're 95% accurate at the moment. Just the little things that niggle out to me, stand out. But then again, I was saying that they should had done a bit of, what's the word? I've forgotten the term. They should have had a little bit of fun themselves and adjusted just tiny things. So we've got hangar bay doors and that. Like, oh, I guess they could be hangar bay doors at the bottom here underneath. But hey, I completely forget they're there most of the time. It shows how much they stand out. It's a good looking ship. Honestly though, to score the Unity itself, I will give bonus scoring points to the Gamma, the Delta, the Beta, to the fact that we have these different looks for it. The blue hull, the white hull, the brown hull, much as I don't really like it. I'll give bonus points to that. But Unity's laziness? 6 out of 10 Cryptic. You get 9.5 out of 10 for the reconstruction and remodeling of the Pter-Dex. But the Unity... No, actually, Unity gets worse. Unity gets 4 out of 10. Could have gone a little bit further. Could have gone with a refit Pter-Dex. something a little bit more, I think, was needed. But time to wrap this up. Guys, thank you so much for watching to the very end of this video. And I really hope that you will comment below to let me know what you think of this ship. What were you happy with? What are you unhappy with? Are you as critical as me at Cryptic's seeming laziness with Unity? Or do you think they've done a good job and that the fact they remodeled it was enough? I don't know. Honestly, I'm being hard on Cryptic due to their greed. If they weren't being so greedy recently, you know what, I would probably be a little bit lighter on them. But hey, the more money they demand from us, the harder and more demanding I will be in return. They gotta make it worth it. Thank you to all of you who have watched to the very end of this video, and a massive thank you to this channel's Patreons / YouTube members, to its donators, and to its Twitch subscribers. I would just like to state right now that if you are a YouTube member, the first 2 YouTube member videos are up, and the scimitar and adapted scimitar screenshots are now available for you on our Discord. So be sure to shoot over there, so that if you see a shot that you want, you can download it and use for yourself. With that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Time to disembark. If you're wishing to remain as part of the Shadowstar crew, then ring that notification bell and subscribe so that you don't miss out on future missions. If you're disembarking, well, remember to stay safe and take care of yourself. Hopefully I'll see you again. To all of you, remember, live long and prosper, my friends. Ciao for now. Engage. God, that clipping pisses me off.